Hello, everybody. Hello, YouTube. Hello, art history enthusiasts and visual culture aficionados. It's me again, Miss M, and I'm back with more nonsense. Yes, I'm back. And it's been a while, hasn't it? It has been a minute since I've done a video, uploaded, whatever. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 2 weeks ago with my Kill Bill movie announcement. And I thought, oh yeah. Every time I make one of these, I think I'm going to just get right into it. Nope. Shit happened. Life happened. Work. If only, let me not say that out loud. Because when you say things out loud, you kind of speak them into existence. But there was that one guy on TikTok. I think I've mentioned him before. But he's obviously a dog lover. He loves, people rescuing animals, and it's really nice TikTok. Really seems like a really nice guy. And he says, if you're not doing really well in this TikTok thing or social media or YouTube or whatever, that's okay. There's a very good reason. You have a job. And I do. I got a couple of them, actually. But I'm here now. So let's just cherish this. It's a coffee break. It is coffee break time. That's what kind of video this is going to be, if you're wondering. It's going to be a coffee break, and I need to talk. I have not talked to you guys in a minute. Well, actually, no, not a minute. 2 weeks, according to this. My last video. Let's go to the videos thing. Yep. Yeah, Kill Bill, and I'm going to get to that. I still don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to get to it. I'm also going to do Full Metal Jacket. I'm going to do another installment of my Shining series. Hopefully another art crime or art talk video. I'm hoping to do another Erica Jane video because there was an LA Times article about her damn earrings, and what's his face, Ronald Richards. I think he bought their old house. Y'all, if you happen to be Housewives fans, you know what's going on. You might be following this, but never mind. Let me get some church announcements out the way, just so we can get right into it. You know that I'm an affiliate now, and that's what I'm doing. I'm hoping to do affiliates for art or artists or independent artists, independent art galleries. I'm trying to figure out how to do that. I still don't know. But for now, because it's a coffee break video, here we go. Yeah? Get you some of this. It looks beautiful. Okay, Junior Reserve blend. Maybe a little expensive, but it looks like it's worth it. I want to get this for myself. So when I look at the stuff that I can show you for affiliate stuff, I think of what would I like? This, I would definitely like this. Junior Reserve blend from perhaps the most I'm reading it right. For once, I'm reading it right. From perhaps the most discerning palate in the specialty coffee world comes this transcendent blend of exceptional, rare, full-bodied coffees. Yas. Junior Reserve blend, y'all. Junior Reserve blend. And it's got the picture of the bag, and it's got a picture of the beans. And what is this? Oh, Junior Reserve collection. Okay. All right. So we have that. Okay. Sealed for freshness. Hand roasted to order, delivered fresh to you. Flavor profile, rum, spice, cocoa. Okay. All right. This looks amazing, really. So check it out. Link in the description. All right. So we can have a cup of coffee when I'm doing these coffee talks together. So have you some Pete's. I'm really starting. Oh no, not now. I'm really starting to enjoy their stuff. And this from another favorite, Blick. Rembrandt Artist Oil Paints and Sets. Doesn't this just look marvelous? Oh my God. Right, Rembrandt Artist Oil colors are manufactured to exacting professional quality standards in Apeldoorn, Holland. They respond to the brush with a buttery feel and have a noticeable brilliance and color intensity rarely seen anywhere in the world. Okay, read more. Oh my God. Wow. So, yeah, I'm not going to read all this. This is a lot, but you can read it because I'm going to leave the link in the description, and you don't have to spend like this crazy amount of money. No, you can just, get a little baby starter set, 6 colors. All right, 10 colors. You can get that gorgeous wooden box set, whatever, it's up to you. But I'm going to leave the link for this. And again, if you're an artist, if you paint, if you understand about art supplies and whatever, you know this is a good brand, and that's why I chose this one to show to you. Out of all the stuff, and I know oil paint, let me tell you, this is it right here. This, yes, it's expensive, but it's expensive for a reason. This is good quality. So again, for both this and this, link in the description. So that's that. That's the ad portion. All right. And of course, when you look at any of these, please don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, share. Okay. If you know somebody who would enjoy this, spread the word, because as you can see from the subscriber count, I need help. At the end of July, they removed the option where you could hide your subscriber count, and you could hide your I guess your shame. So now you know, right? But that's fine. So okay, I'm back. Whew. But anyway, I had to turn the air on. It's hot. It's hot outside. It's nighttime where I am right now, and you can hear the crickets or the cicadas or whatever they're called. And when they start, when they get at it, that means it's hot, and it is kind of hot, even for this area of Southern California. But what was I talking about before I had to get up? Yeah, subscribe. They don't let you hide your shame anymore. So 66 subscribers. I guess that, oh, for God's sake, it's going to be that kind of evening. It's getting better. It's getting better. So I'm happy about that. But anyway, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, share. If you don't like the video, let me know. Let me know what I did wrong. Okay? I think that's the least you can do. And if there's a whirring sound in the background, I hope there isn't. There shouldn't be. But I just turned the air on because it is just too much. This heat is just ruining me. And it's just going to get worse and worse. This is, August in Los Angeles. It's just going to get hotter. Right on through till like October. October might be hot too. We'll see. But, what kind of video am I doing today? Yeah, I'm doing a coffee talk, hence the coffee plug. But I said, let me do a coffee talk, and I know a lot of you, like, I did my last shining video 3 weeks ago, and this is kind of a pseudo shining video. It's a coffee talk shining video where I have decided to answer quote-unquote viewer mail regarding the shining, regarding my shining videos. So I'm going to start. I've got 6, 7, plus like a couple like coffee talk shining videos. The comments under there, I don't have the time to get through all of this stuff. But here's one, right? Understanding the Shining, a video series that might last forever and ever and ever. That's my first one. And the first couple of comments I got, really, really interesting. Like I said, this is a viewer mail coffee talk video. Emiliano Guzman is very positive. This was an interesting take. I'll likely be binging the series. Thank you, Emiliano. I'm going to do part 7 soon. Part 7. Yeah, part 7. I'm going to do part 7 soon. So thank you, Emiliano. John. Oh, John. For those of you who might not know, John Kim is a very frequent commenter under my videos. And John, don't think that I haven't seen your comments. There's a lot of them. And the thing is, I haven't answered because I don't know how to answer. How do I say this? John's comments are very involved, and he puts out a lot of information in a very short amount of space. And I don't know quite how to react to it because, you know, I know a lot about The Shining, but I don't know everything. And check out John's comments. That's what I'm going to say. Check out John's comments. He has a lot to say, and some of it is like it's got me thinking about stuff. So John, thank you for the comments. He makes a lot of interesting observations, so I'll leave it at that. So John, don't think I'm ignoring you. Obviously not. I'm mentioning you in a video. He mentions all kinds of stuff. He mentions you know, praying mantis. I think he mentioned it. Did he mention it here? Oh gosh, yeah. Praying mantis pose. Yeah. The Overlookers. What else? Usury in Renaissance England. This is interesting. Alexander Hislop's The Two Babylons. I might even have to look at these books. The Salt, Blood, and Threshold Covenant. They look interesting. I need to look at this. Okay? Especially the usury thing, because I've seen that theory about The Shining, that the gold room is the gold room because the gold on the walls represents gold bars, and it's supposed to mimic the inside of Fort Knox, and it's supposed to talk, you know, where they allegedly keep all the gold, and the Federal Reserve, and the idea of usury. Usury is actually like a sin. So thank you for bringing it up, John. It's a sin, and gosh, basically lending money to people at interest, you know, and expecting them to pay it back with interest. That's basically usury. And that's what our economic system seems to be based on. So John is making a pretty good point here, and I'm going to have to check out these books. So thank you, John. Those are the comments for this first Shining video. I guess my one where I introduce or announce my intention to do this video series. Okay, next one. Understanding The Shining, Part 1, Pest Control, and the bloody writing on the wall. I forgot even what I say in these videos, because as you can see, I made it back in February. But here's John again. Okay, the opening, Wendy Carlin, spooky, referencing insect sounds, specifically in connection to the praying mantis. That's an interesting comment. I didn't know that. If that's what's going on, that would make a little bit of sense. Mantis touches are throughout the picture. Juiceless and the matching curtains with disruption figure pattern. Elman opens his layout making mantis hand signs. Oh! As did the young Kubrick during his Look magazine. John, you got me thinking. Okay. And here's the second comment. Rorschach layout in the snow figures. No, I didn't notice that. My goodness. Oh, dear. I'm going to have to look at that again. We could pick out the Veronica Lake pinup. Charles Manson. Yeah, but where, John? Is that later in the movie, or is that in, like, this part of the movie that I'm covering in this video? I don't know. Charles Manson's head, where? Middle-aged, stressed male profile with a Pinocchio long nose steaming to sniff the top of the hotel. Oh. Interesting. Figure a Victorian lady reading over them all, seeming to conjure forth them all. And note Wendy in her first appearance is not only reading spooky work, Catcher in the Rye, but studying it carefully. These are very good points, John. And this is interesting. This is very interesting. Veronica Lake, Charles Manson, and Wendy, and the Victorian, like, so you're saying there's a parallel between Wendy and the Victorian lady reading and conjuring? Is that what you're saying? Conjuring what we're seeing? Is that what's going on? If that's what you're saying, that's very interesting. Very interesting. Oh, lots to think about. Now this here, okay, my second part 2, house cleaning made easy, because you know, like, my running theme is, so far in these videos, like, I am kind of obsessed with the fact that Wendy is such a slob and the house is such a damn... Maybe I'm projecting something. Maybe I wish I could be cleaner. I don't know. My surroundings are not a mess, but I always feel like I can do better. I don't know. A meep of the Roadrunner that we can... Okay, good point. Roadrunner is about speed and evasion. Okay, a master of reality, sort of high-performance streamlining of the ostrich. The ostrich noted in scripture for its negligence and hardness toward its young. Okay, interesting. Veronica Lake, 1972. Did Cavett show interview Lake? I was the original Lolita, not a sex symbol, but the first sex zombie. Well, Cavett, sex zombie? Question mark? Sounds like a drink made with an oyster. Witch laughs. Oh, I suppose you're referring to Veronica when you say witch laughs. Okay. Yes, we think Kubrick is drawing on Lake, that interview, and the hag's laugh for the 237 encounter. Okay, see, you're getting ahead of me. Now I see what you're doing, John. Okay. You're like, I'm not at that point in the movie yet. I'm not at 237 yet, and the old woman and the bathtub and all of that. No. So, okay, but I see what you're talking about. I can kind of see what you mean. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. Ooh, check it out, the entire show for yourself, as well as what's being communicated by this Saroyan interview that follows, and the red china quarantine item from the final. Oh, okay. All right. Now, you're talking about Veronica Lake, and I guess she was in a movie. I guess kind of, well, at the time it was probably famous that she was a famous actress, but it was called like I Married a Witch or something, and like Bewitched is possibly based on that movie, like the Bewitched show with Samantha Stevens and whatever. Veronica Lake was also a hopeless alcoholic. That's what eventually killed her. So, if Wendy is actually the real alcoholic, or drug addict in The Shining, you might have a point, John. You might. Did anyone ever tell you... Oh, this is Gabriel M. Did anyone ever tell you that you would love to talk? Okay, and I said I didn't understand right away. If that's a compliment, then thank you. Yes, it's a somewhat of a compliment. Thanks, Gabriel. And also letting you know that you're a good talker. You have a nice voice. I just watched and listened to 3 or 4 of your videos while I was fishing. Very good content, and I like your style, eye for detail. And thank you, Gabriel. That is very nice of you. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. I really do. I always think that, like, nobody watches these. Nobody gives a shit. Obviously, John and Gabriel, so far, they do watch and they do comment. Thank you. It does mean a lot. Okay. Part 3. Are there some hoes at the Overlook Hotel? Yes. Now I'm wondering why my subscriber count isn't higher. Okay. John. Oh, Lord, John. John. Wow. So you like the Johnny Carson show. All right. And you know what? Oh, for Pete's sake. Now I see why you're mentioning the Carson Johnny Carson show so much because of the Here's Johnny thing. Again, you're getting way ahead of me, and I understand why you're doing it. You're probably like frustrated with my slow pace. And I apologize for that, but that's just how I'm doing these videos. I'm doing in analyzing the movie in 3-minute increments, and I'm not going to deviate from that. I'm going to get like this part, Here's Johnny. I'll get to it when I get to it. Okay? All right? You're just going to have to hang on for the ride. It's a slow one. Here's Johnny never made much sense. Always seemed about flipping the whole thing into a lampoon. Carson City is the cowboy flick on the TV in the apartment when Jack... Oh, John? John. This is like... Wow. I know. It seems like maybe John is like... When you like John's writing style, it doesn't seem to make very much sense right away. But now, because I'm actually taking a deeper look at it, John, you make a good point once again. Carson City is the cowboy flick. I've always wondered what that movie was. Thank you for telling me. Carson City is the cowboy flick on the TV in the apartment when Jack calls. Okay, that flick is about land grabbing and I think maybe you misspelled something, and something railway mafias of the time. Okay. Note, Wendy has the painting of rail tracks, a horse galloping to meet an oncoming locomotive. All right. Oh, this is good, John. Thank you. And note further, Jack with the axe is no doubt a reference. Oh, I'm sorry about this. No doubt a reference to the TV iconic Johnny Carson, Ed Ames tomahawk throw of 1960. 5. Oh, John, yes, you're getting ahead of me, but when I get to that point, I'm definitely going to bring this comment of yours up again. You get full credit for this. Thank you. Ames, remember, played Daniel Boone's sidekick Mingo on NBC at the time. I didn't know any of this. Ed Ames accidentally hurls the axe and castrates the scrawled figure of a cowboy sheriff on the wooden barn door with the tomahawk lodged to great comic phallic effect. Jack breaking through the door equals Johnny's revenge. What? Oh my goodness. No, Johnny's revenge or like Ed Ames's revenge or Mingo? Who's revenge? So, okay, Mingo is. I don't know this show very well. This Daniel Boone show. Is Mingo a Native American? I have to look it up. But okay, so is this like a Native American getting revenge, like 3 times removed through like Johnny Carson and then Jack Torrance? I don't know. Jack breaking through the door equals Johnny's revenge, and doesn't Wendy with her hair resemble? Oh, okay. All right. Oh, gosh, this is deep. Okay, I don't know if she resembles Mingo. I'm going to have to look Mingo up. And don't we have Wendy framed with the Indian decorative patterning on the ceiling as she looks over Jack's writing in the lead-up to their climactic confrontation? Oh, boy. John, I think you're onto something. The aim of mass media's education of the mass on what as usury moved forward with the takedown of used-up America. You betcha. Okay, John. Listen. I gotta think about this. You've given me a lot to think about, and I'm not even done with all your comments. Sheesh. This is serious. This is like, again, I'm gonna go on a tiny little rant now. Thank you, John. There are like a handful of people, and I'm not gonna name names. No, I'm not. Who have kind of they've tried to monopolize the Shining analysis thing. I don't even know what to call it. There are, if you're here watching this video or any of my other Shining videos, it's because you are a Shining aficionado. It's because you are a shiner, just like I am. We see this movie and we know there's something going on. With this movie, and probably like with Stanley Kubrick's whole body of work, we know there's something going on, and we know that nobody has cracked the code yet, so to speak. Okay? And we're here trying to, like, maybe we all have, like, I don't know, Asperger's, ADHD, OCD, dyslexia. I know I probably am a touch dyslexic. I'm figuring that out more and more and more as I get older. Like, I never liked reading. I got through school, I got through college, I got through graduate school. Didn't read very much. I mean, that's just me. That's just Miss M. I hated reading. I like reading what I enjoy reading, but I have to have a reason to, like, actually go and seek out reading material. And when it's something that I'm passionate about and really interested in, it's not work. But when it was for school, ooh, I hated that. I hated it so much. And, on top of that, textbooks are written to they're basically boring as hell. So, whatever. And I believe people like us. I'm addressing anybody who's watching this video and anybody who's watched my other Shining videos. Again, I didn't say this during the church announcements portion, but if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for returning. If you're new, thank you for being new. I appreciate you and being brave enough to click on some random ass video by some crazy lady, me, Miss M, that you don't know what you're going to see. I mean, it's just me talking. It's just me talking and showing you pictures of stuff and whatever. Yeah, that can be kind of boring. I know this is a niche audience I'm talking to now. So, but if you're here, you're a shiner. Okay? I don't know what you're trying to say, John. Like, is Kubrick like a good guy or a bad guy? I tend to think he's a good guy. All right? I'm just going to go ahead and full disclosure. I think Kubrick is a good guy. And like these weird ass references, like John is actually doing a really good job of laying out his argument here regarding Mingo and Daniel Boone and the axe and Johnny's revenge and whatever. Okay, cool. Is this what's going on? I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it isn't. But it is a possibility. We can't discount the possibility that what John's saying here might at least have, like, some validity, right? As far as Shining analysis. Now, what was I saying? There's like a small handful of people who are trying to, like, make it so that people like me, people like John, people like any of you cannot contribute to the conversation. I don't like that. That's why I'm doing these videos. And I'm maybe you've seen John's comments and you're like, wow, John has a lot to say. And, that's okay. That's what the comments are there for. John is being respectful. He has yet to insult me in any way. I've had some insults. Okay, YouTube has done a great job filtering out some nasty shit that one in particular, I was like, it almost made me throw up. Like what somebody wrote. And I was like, you know what? Thank you, YouTube. My subscriber count is not what I want it to be. And I know you're suppressing my videos, but at least you're filtering out, like, the scumbags. So, thank you for that. John is actually very respectful, and he's putting forth his argument. Maybe it's a little bit difficult to follow. He does it, like, in a list form. But he's got some good ideas here that I think should be considered and weighed in with all the other ideas about this movie. Oh, he's got more. Okay, the producer seated in the opening is the actual center of the picture. He is considering a script, mulling it over. Jack was taken creatively, literally, from the pictures on the wall. Okay. Again, one and all overlook Watson and the fact that his name is missing from the Oh, wait a minute, John. Hold up. You're telling me that the man who played Bill Watson, that his name is missing from the credits for the movie? Oh, Oh, wow. The actress Barry Dennen and was most notable for playing Pontius Pilate in the 73 film version of Jesus Christ Superstar. Well, by the way, the real Pilate was said to have retired into the Alps, and there is serious lore about his spirit being encountered there. I didn't know any of this. And remember, intergenerational usury is the Venetian and Florentine parlance. In the Venetian, and I told you I'm a little dyslexic. In the Venetian and Florentine parlance is called Il Monte Vecchio, aka the Old Mountain. What? Okay, John, like, my mind is like working overtime right now. Do you really think, John, in your next comment, in like whatever video I make, part 7 or whatever, like, please answer this question for me. Do you honestly think that Kubrick is going that deep with his references? Is he asking that much of his viewer? Or maybe not all of his viewers, but like a select number of viewers. Maybe people like you, maybe people like me, you know, and or all of you guys who are watching and listening to this right now. Like, we're the ones, are we, those of us who go through this movie with a fine-tooth comb and find stuff like this, and you've gotten all the way to Pontius Pilate here, and the mountains, and, okay, like, do you really, I mean, it's not that I find it hard to believe. I actually don't find it hard to believe, but that's the scary part, John. So in your next comment, when I do like part 7 or whatever, let me know. Do you seriously think that Stanley Kubrick is getting that into it? That the references are that like layered and convoluted? I mean, there's no, I guess that's a, yeah, I think that's an okay word. Convoluted. You think he's getting that deep, that convoluted, like he's requiring that much brain power from either all of his viewers or just a select, like, you know, segment of his viewership regarding The Shining or any of his other movies. I'm going to do Full Metal Jacket too. Stay tuned for that one. But I think you're kind of right. These references here, like, I didn't know that the actor wasn't credited. But you obviously do, John, and thank you for bringing it to my attention. And all of us, now, you know, now, John, you're a part of the conversation. So anybody who's into my Shining videos, you have John to thank for, like, blowing my mind this evening, at least. Oh, Pontius Pilate, the mountains. Mountains, John, mountains are sacred to a lot of ancient cultures. Like, yeah, the Greeks, Mesopotamians, the ancient Japanese cultures, and so on and so forth. Yeah, like all over the world, the mountains are sacred. Why are they sacred? Is it because that's where the gods live? I don't know. But you're talking about Pontius Pilate here. And, you know, Overlook Hotel is on this mountain far the hell away from everything. I've mentioned this more than once. The location of that hotel in the movie is very suspicious. Shout out to Bailey Sarian. As you can see, I like watching her. You know, what's going on? What's going on? Why is that hotel so far away from everything? The Old Mountain, Il Monte Vecchio. Okay, all right. The clock. What clock, John? It's there in the opening of that famous spook project Cell of the Occult. The Jimmy Stewart, Kim Novak, Bell book and get. Oh, you mean Vertigo? You mean Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo? When you say Jimmy Stewart and Kim Novak, that's the first thing I think of. Vertigo. But you said no, Bell Book and Candle. What? Never heard of it. It's there on the wall and serves as a backdrop for Stewart from the start. Whoa. Okay, so are you talking about the movie with Jimmy Stewart and Kim Novak, or are you talking about The Shining? What clock? Oh. You need to, John, I think I've mentioned this in my other videos, and I'll mention it again. I'm a little bit slow. So when you say clock, I've probably, if there is a clock, whatever clock you're talking about, if it is in The Shining, I've probably seen it. But the thing with this movie is there's like, you have to pay attention to so many little details that even if you do see something, you forget that you saw it. So anyway, yeah, okay, the clock, all right. Repelling Indian attack. I know, right? Repelling Indian attacks in 1907. The nerve. That's obviously a lie. Again, Kubrick is joshing you as the Indian resistance was over by 1880. That's what I've heard in other places too. And it is further underscored by that goofy-looking picture of a Native American in the buffalo horn getup glimpsed during the walk through. Okay. All right. Kubrick is pointing out and satirizing one Intel-inflicted guilt trip after another. Intel, eh? Okay, John. All right. This is, I think he's right about this. 1907, yeah, that doesn't make any sense at all. Like, if they had to deal, if, you know, the government or whoever had to deal with Indians, like, 1907, I don't think so. I don't think they were still repelling, quote-unquote, repelling. Repelling, which, you know, I called one of my videos, is it this one or another one? Pest control? Like, I was talking about the human insect, or like the Imamura movie, right? And I was talking about the Volkswagen bug chugging up the hill, and I was talking about, okay, bug, insect. And you said repel. Oh dear. Okay, John, I think we're on the same page. The man alone seems to be clutching a set of okay, I think you're talking about the walkthrough. Kubrick, the humorist, inflicting satire on clueless postman. Wait a minute. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Hold on. Where the hell is it? Oh no, wait. Oh no, I just read through this. Hold on. Oh, I'm trying to find it. Oh, wait. Yes. No. Here. Okay, this guy. I think you're talking about this guy, John. Yeah, this long thing. I was wondering what it is. Is it a set of skis? I've never held skis in my life, so I wouldn't know. I thought it was like maybe a telescope or something like that. But if it's skis, you're right. Where's the snow? If satire, clueless post-America in the midst of asset stripping and shutdown. Okay, Intel. All right, John, you got my attention. For real. All right. Okay, here we are again with this. This is part 4. Mystery solved. I don't think I've solved anything or will solve anything, but damn it, I'm trying. Oh, Boxy. Hello again, Boxy. Now, Boxy has clarified that oh God, I'm getting tired. Boxy is male. So, hey, guy. First things that come to mind when watching your Shining series, Jack's tie resembles the Hedgemaids. Very good observation. You're right. It does, kind of. You mentioned that in the Overlook Hotel hall, almost nothing matches something else. For example, furniture, pillars, colors. Yep. In addition to that, I noticed that floors and corridors and doors and even toilets are quite different. Yeah, they are. They definitely are. Torrance's hotel apartment looks like a typical American flat of the 70s. Such an apartment in the middle of the hotel. See, that's what I thought too. Boxy. Doesn't make a whole bunch of sense. You say it's from the 1970s? Their apartment in the hotel? I think it's actually from, like, I don't know. I think it might be from even earlier. Maybe it's 70s? But to me, the furniture in there and, like, the layout and everything, to me it's more reminiscent of, like, a really cheap apartment from, like, the 1930s. At least the way I've seen them in movies and whatever. And, like, when I was younger and, like, you go to some buildings, like old buildings around Los Angeles, like Art Deco style buildings from the 1930s. Or, like, everybody knew back in the day some old person that, like, kept their furniture from way back when. So the bed in the Torrance apartment and the, like, the vanity where the mirror is and where again, oh, I'm sorry, I'm tired. But where Wendy keeps her makeup and everything. To me, that's much more reminiscent of the 1930s. And they have that old-ass refrigerator in there. So maybe it's a combo of 70s and 30s, because the 70s might have been very heavily borrowing from the 20s and 30s. So I don't know. Or like the 60s were definitely borrowing from the 20s, and maybe the 70s were borrowing from the 30s. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Such an apartment in the middle of the hotel. Like, that's allegedly the staff quarter. Like, that's the part of the hotel where the workers live. And it's hideous. It's really hideous and old, and, like, it needs to be redecorated. So, yeah. My point is that maybe the Overlook Hotel is composed of parts of different objects in different time periods. Yeah, that's a good possibility. That's a good possibility, Boxy. I can see that. I can definitely see that. For example, the gold room is from 1921. Yep. But the red and white gold room modern toilet is from the 1970s. Yep. That they just don't go together, do they? They don't go together at all. It's like, like when you look at the hotel, you're like, okay, so did they decorate this place from shopping at the swap meet? Or like the Goodwill, where people just donate their old ass furniture and stuff they would normally throw away, but they feel bad about throwing it away because I guess you could still use it or fix it or whatever. Is that where they got the furniture for this hotel? It seems that way. It seems like a patchwork of stuff that just does not go together. And he says they hired a decorator. My ass. You hired a decorator. No. No. Yeah, so you're right about that, Boxy. Yeah, the red and white toilet, the bathroom in America speak, the bathroom right off to the, where Grady and Jack go into later in the movie. That's red and white, and that is very very postmodern looking compared to the ballroom, the gold room itself, which does look like it belongs to the 1920s. Yeah, so that's a very good observation, and one that I will revisit when I get to that part of the movie. The hotel apartment for the caretaker and his family, Torrance's, can easily be a copy of their apartment before moving to the Colorado. I don't know. Maybe. Possibly. It's not very big, but there are maybe some similarities. They have the same TV. That's one thing I noticed, and that I'll get to when we get to that, like the first scene in the hotel, like when they finally moved into the hotel. They have the same red TV from their apartment in Boulder, Colorado. So, I mean, okay, you guys, Boxy, John, Tankard, anybody, like, do you remember? Because I can't think of it now. If that information is available in the movie, do we know like what city the Overlook Hotel is located in? Is it Boulder or is it like somewhere else? And if it is somewhere else, like, do they ever say? Is this just like nowhere, Colorado, USA? Like, because I'm starting to think of all kinds of stuff. Hotel apartment. Okay. The Ullman's office may be some office that exists in some other part of the world and or some other time. The impossible stairs exist elsewhere, and they do lead somewhere else, unlike in the in the Overlook Hotel. Okay, see, Boxy. Are you talking about like that staircase leads to another dimension? Is that what you're talking about? A parallel universe? I don't know, because that's what it sounds like you're saying to me. But I don't know. I don't know. You could be right. Like people have done layouts. They've studied the architecture of the what it should be. Like when you look at the rooms and you look at how it's spatially organized. Like, yeah, there are staircases that lead nowhere. The window, that's the famous one. The window in Ullman's office shouldn't be there because there's a hallway behind it. There's other impossible windows, like in the Torrance's apartment upstairs in the hotel. Like, does it lead to other dimensions? Which is what I think Boxy is either saying or implying here. I don't know. Remember so many exit signs through the hotel? Yes. I went down the rabbit hole on that subject one night, like years ago. But yeah, I remember the exit signs. It may be interpreted as exist. Ooh, see how they spell exist? Elsewhere. For example, rooms who cannot be there because stairs are behind the door. Ay, ay, ay. That would take a little bit of research to figure out. I'm not really doing research in my Shining videos. I might one day, but right now I'm just like visually doing a formal analysis of the frames of the movie that I feature in my Understanding the Shining videos. So like, but researching something like that takes a little, like that's more like up John's alley. Like John would maybe have a better idea of this if there is something to that. Or somebody like John, somebody with that kind of knowledge and that kind of mind. I don't know, but you bring up an interesting point, Boxy. I don't know. Maybe. The Shining title is symmetrical. The movie is more than a movie. It is a giant chess 3D board in which Kubrick is still playing the game with it. You know what? Yep. I totally believe that. I think he's playing a game with us, but the game has a purpose. I think he is teaching us how to shine. Boxy, John, Tankard, the people that Gabriel, the people that have commented under my videos, and all of you, like subscribers and new people. Yeah, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing these videos, because I believe that Stanley Kubrick is teaching us how to shine. All right? How to use our minds, how to use our brains, how to process pictures in ways that they will not teach you how to do in school. Yes, and I didn't think that up on my own. I read a blog that I will try to locate again, but the nature of the internet, these things are hard to find, and I want to give that person credit. I didn't totally think that up on my own, but somebody was talking about something else, another theory in a blog these blogs, they pop up and they're around for like however long and then they disappear, and like good luck ever finding them again, which is a shame because they have good ideas, and I wish there was some kind of like, I don't know, blog archive where I could go and look for like inactive blogs. Like, I don't know, but like that was the point of what this person was trying to present on their blog, that Stanley Kubrick is teaching us, the viewers, how to shine, and shining is similar to what Grady describes when he's having the ice cream talk with Danny, but not quite. There's more, and I will get into it, but I think he's trying to, through this game, this weird chess game, 3D, 4D chess that he's playing with us, and we don't even know. Most viewers don't even know that they're being played with or that they're involved in a game. He's still playing the game with us. Yeah, posthumously. He's dead, but we're still trying to figure this movie out, right? And we're learning. We're all learning something, right? Yeah. So that's how I feel about that. It's symmetrical. The movie is more than a movie. It's a giant chess board on in which Kubrick is still playing the He's trying to teach us. That's what games are for. They're not just to be competitive and aggressive. No, they're to learn. Every time you play a game, you're supposed to learn something. Every time you lose, every time you fail, that's okay. You're still going to learn something. I believe that this pace, in about 10 to 20 years, all of us shining enthusiasts will come close to the true. Shining plot. Yes, plots. I am more and more convinced that there are several plots in this mega film. You're probably right, Boxy. You're probably right. There's a lot going on here. He's trying to teach us something by playing a game with us, and he's using pictures and imagery and symbolism and obscure references like the one that John talked about with the Daniel Boone show and Johnny Carson and everything. He's doing all of that to teach us something that we otherwise wouldn't be able to learn through mainstream or traditional learning methods. Okay, P.S. I like the parts, little funny heads of The Shining and the Kubrick enthusiasts, and I like your voice. Keep on the great work. Thank you, Boxy. Thank you. Oh, yeah. I'm doing this for a reason. I think I want all of it. Basically what's going on in these comments is what I'm very happy about. Like, we all can work together and give our perspective and try to figure this thing out. Like you said, Boxy, like 10 to 20 years. Oh, I hope it doesn't take that long. It probably will, because like our human brains are not very quick. At least not as quick as Stanley. And we have to figure out what he was trying to say. And it's not easy because he's made it very difficult. So maybe you're right, 10 to 20 years. Let's hope. Huh? Here's John again. Hello, John. Astonishing eep at the time to see Disney and Peanuts characters being allowed to be cited in such a disturbing adult work. Astonishing yet completely overlooked by the critics. Yep, you're right, John. It was 1980, Hinge year, from CFR, from Man, Peanut Farm, Jimmy Carter. From The City on the Plains, Jimmy and Carter, to CFR's Bush's Reagan. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the Warren Commission, the Reagan, my God. Oh, Reagan, no, you're talking about President Reagan. I don't know about that, John. I just don't know about that, but maybe, I don't know. Intel had been running its Men Are Scary Futile Pigs project since year one of Rockefeller Red China 1950. Okay. Rockefeller MED obstetrics had been inverting the population on a gargantuan scale since 1945. Okay. Oh, wait a minute, John. Hold up, let me read this, and then I'll ask you. Kubrick hails from a Rockefeller... How do you know, John? I don't know about that. How do you know this? The Rockefeller Med family, with an even deeper links to intergenerational project, we have all been played and had. I don't know, John. I don't know if I can agree with you about that. I agree with you with some stuff, but this, I don't know. When you say med, do you mean Medici? Is that what you mean? Because I don't know. If you mean Medici, I don't see the connection. But Rockefeller, listen, John, I have yet to tell you like some of my conspiracy theories, which this one, Jimmy Carter, yeah, the paper is in the living room when in the one with Wendy and the doctor that mentions Jimmy Carter. Yeah. And again, I see what you're saying here, but you're getting ahead of me. Here's your next comment. Okay, Kubrick's daughter, the one who shot the making of documentary here and on Full Metal Jacket. I need to see the one from Full Metal Jacket. I haven't seen that one. If it exists, I gotta look for it. She was named Viv, as in Vivian, as in the student, and subverter of Merlin, as also linked to the chivalric The Lady, Lady of the Lake. Okay. Viv's doc for The Shining sold almost every point of Intel's Men Are Pigs projects. I don't know. And one and all involved seem to deliberately come off as sleazy and savory, but yeah, I know, Jack Nicholson. That even includes Danny and the soulful Scatman Crothers. In Kubrick's 2001, little Viv is there in the opening on the video phone talking to Dr. Floyd, aka Flood. And there we get a toilet reference and Viv's request for a bush baby for her birthday as Jack freezes to death in the maze. Danny emerges into Wendy's arms. Danny, the bush baby, down the lane of a lifelong assignment, a lifelong project. Oof, I don't know. Viv later went on to provide music for Full Metal Jacket, where Modine seems to be delivering a parody of mass media cliches about Vietnam GIs, etc. In one scene, he recites a litany of assigned mass media attitudes of the period, standing before a marquee which scans Mao Gang. Viv's only other film scoring credit was for a picture called The Mao Game about a decade later. Rockefeller Mao smiles. I don't know. Gotta think about it, John. And how we overlook the Peter Pan idea, which is about the knowing oldest sister snatching Peter's shadow and brokering the sewing back on the same, or is the shadow something sewed together, just as Peter is fantasy altogether? It is a weaponized shadow figure at work all this time. Ay. I don't know. I don't know. This and the other thing about the Men Are Pigs project, I see why you're saying that, and the possibly Rockefeller Medici family, I see why you're saying that. However, I don't quite know whether or not I can get on board with that, because the Peter Pan thing, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. But I'll think about it, for sure. As the title sequence to his 1964 film scans, Kubrick's assignment title was, and is, bringing on the strangling of natural filial piety and love itself. Kubrick was head magus for Intel Run Hollywood's strangling of love as Red China set up and handover kicked into gear. Listen. Again, I can kind of see where you're going with this and what you mean, but I have a different way of looking at it. And for those of you who might say, wait a minute, Miss M, like, you're taking John seriously? Yeah, I am. John is saying a lot of stuff here. John is obviously a very avid reader. Okay? He's obviously, you got the structure of his comments and the stuff he puts out and the way he puts out the information. Like, I get it. I know maybe a lot of people wouldn't get it, but I do get what John is saying. Do I agree with everything John says? No, but I do agree with some things and disagree with others. So, and that's why we're here. Discussion and debate is going to lead us closer to more knowledge, better understanding. So, what John is saying about the Intel Run Hollywood strangling of love is, okay, Red China set up and, okay. And you're talking about the Nixon years, are you? Oh, John, one day, if I have enough bravery, I will tell you all, my viewers, like, what I really think is going on, as far as, like, the last, 7 years of politics? Probably before. Like, some of you who are not into the stuff that John is talking about here and maybe haven't read the same stuff that he has, and that I've read some of the same stuff, that's why I know what he's talking about. Y'all. This is why I'm hesitant to, like, really, like, just unleash what I think is really going on behind the scenes. John is, He's expressing his opinion based on probably what he's read and what he's seen and thought about and whatever. I don't necessarily agree with this. Maybe John, maybe Kubrick is fighting against this. Maybe Kubrick was assigned to actually like be some kind of a counterweight to like what you're talking about here with Red China and Intel in Hollywood and whatever. I assume, John, that you have read Dave McGowan. Okay? Because I know I have. And a lot of people have. They just like keep it to themselves. But maybe Kubrick's assignment is maybe he's a good guy. Maybe he's what they call a quote-unquote white hat. And he's trying to actually, he's part of like the good guy plan that I believe has been running for millennia. Okay, John, I don't know if you can handle this. I know it's counter to what you're saying here, but we're going to have to agree to disagree regarding this point. Kubrick's early photos are loaded with pointers to the Witch Project and even engineered population inversion. Maybe. Possibly. Lolita, of course, was the major kick-up of Intel's Men Are Pigs project. It might have been. He picked that book for a reason. And he decided to do that movie for a reason. He was trying to show us something. And a lot of people were not ready to process, in my opinion, John, what Stanley Kubrick was trying to show people with the Lolita movie. All right? They were too busy, like, being entertained, quote-unquote entertained, or maybe even scandalized by the subject matter, and they didn't understand maybe the implications of what Kubrick was doing with Lolita. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. A kick-up from the first plays, aka project of existentialism, the genuinely moving last scene of Paths of Glory is the strangling back of love, and dare we say clueless inversion and capture are there. Okay. Yes, Dr. Strangelove. Dear. Yes, even the title suggests it. Okay, John, I haven't watched Dr. Strangelove. Or Paths of Glory. I know that sounds terrible. I have the whole Kubrick box set, but I have yet to watch every single last Kubrick movie. Full disclosure. I'm gonna watch it, though, because I want to know what you're talking about. Freddie de Cordova is gone when Jack is at the... Did I read this already? Did you already say this somewhere? Freddie de Cordova is gone when Jack is at the desk phone, his empty seat under the photo and radiator and Hecate. Switch, witch, double lamp. I don't know. Gonna have to take a better look at this. Did you already... You already mentioned Carson City. I know you did. The movie in the background. Yes, Carson City, directed by I Married a Witch, Peekaboo sensation, Veronica Lake, Alex de Toth. You got that right. Yeah, Toth. I know who Toth is. Carson City is about range hustlers, yeah, and gold seekers who jump claims by disarming others with charm and hospitality. Oh, okay. And the hag in 237 seems a direct quote of the aged Veronica. Okay, all right, Dick Cavett, 1971, yeah. Ullman in the opening scene is dressed just like Cavett from that very interview. The picture opens up with St. Mary's Lake. Mary means witch in the ancient script, and Overlook's realm is sold as spooky. Peekaboo. Yep, and that's how Intel signs itself. Okay, John. Everything you're saying here might well be what's going on. And even if it's not totally right, it's not totally wrong either. However, don't you think that maybe, rather than like playing, like working for these people, maybe Kubrick is trying to expose them? That's my stance. Am I wrong? I don't know. But that's how I feel. So, like, you think he's working with the bad guys? I think he's trying to expose them. He's trying to teach us how to identify them, actually. Because we don't know. They definitely don't teach us that. Anyway, Thank you, John. Let me move on to Gabriel. Hello, Gabriel. Oh, yeah. Rob Ager did a debunk on the Wendy theory and dissed it. And Navarro hard. He's mad because a lot of people think Ager made it incognito or in collaboration. I kind of covered this already. Did I cover it in this very video? Hold on. No, in my other one. Ugh. I haven't made it 100% clear what I think of Rob Navarro and the Rob Ager debunk. I was hoping that people could read between the lines of the movie that I did. The movie. Did I say movie? Shit, no, I meant video. I was hoping that people could read between the lines of the video that I did. I don't know. I just don't know. Okay, so going on with Gabriel. I believe in the Jack's novel theory, which basically is that from the moment Jack looks at the maze, he gets the idea to write his novel based on the story Mr. Ullman told him and what he read about in the scrapbook. So what we see from there on is basically a visual of what Jack is writing in his novel. Okay. The character of the novel, which is Jack, is wearing the burgundy jacket and the jeans. Now, the deleted last scene has a lot of explaining to do because, according to that, nothing happened, and it was all in Wendy and Danny's mind, and they were in the hospital, and they're an investigation, so that leads me to believe that Jack killed himself and law enforcement were following protocol, investigating them to see if they were involved with his murder. So basically, Jack lost his mind and killed himself. Maybe that could be a possibility. I don't know about that. Ullman said they went through the hotel with a fine-tooth comb and found absolutely nothing out of the ordinary. Really? I know. I know. I've seen the script and the photo stills of the deleted scene you're talking about, Gabriel. Sheesh. Listen. I don't believe in the Jack's novel theory. At least not at this point. I need a more compelling argument. I know what the arguments are. Like you said, from the moment he looks down at the maze, he gets the idea. Okay, there's an issue with that, which, again, please don't be mad at me, but he's looking down at a model of a maze that probably doesn't exist, because it's not always there. Okay? Like, when Jack gets to the hotel for the interview, and we see like the aerial shot of the hotel, Stanley Kubrick makes a point of hovering over the hotel so you can get a good look at the front of the hotel and a good look at a good portion of the back of the hotel. I can't see no maze. See what I mean? So that's one problem, like in determining whether the Jack's novel theory is even like in play, because as you said, the way you explain it here, it hinges on that maze. Where is it? Where is it? It's only there in certain scenes, and in those scenes we need to ask questions about those scenes, because we don't know what's real and what's not in the world of this movie. Like, what's a hallucination? What's actual interaction with real things and people? We don't know. We do not know. And we can't know. That's a problem. That is a huge problem. I mean, Stanley obviously wanted it that way. That's why he made it that way. But that makes it difficult to, like, really be able to actually give, like, good support for the Jack novel theory. Okay, it's based on what Ullman told him and what he read about in the scrapbook. Okay. Maybe. I have to think about this, because I'm not totally discounting what you're saying, but I'm having a hard time seeing the connections. Like, okay, he has the scrapbook. Alright, he's sitting next to a typewriter when he has the scrapbook. Okay, cool. That doesn't mean he's writing a novel. At least, I mean, at least not about what we're seeing in the movie. Like, based on the history or alleged history of the hotel or whatever. But because that theory requires leaps of and access to knowledge that we simply don't have. Knowledge that kind of doesn't exist. Okay, he's looking at the scrapbook. Cool. What's in the scrapbook? We don't know. We can't confirm. Okay, if he's writing a novel based on both the story that he was told by Ullman and the scrapbook. Okay, we heard the story by Ullman about Grady and whatever. Okay, cool. But we can't see the inside of that scrapbook. So we can't confirm whether or not what we're seeing in the movie, which might or might not be part of Jack's novel, like we can't confirm whether or not it's inspired by the scrapbook. Do you see what I mean? I don't know if I'm making sense. God. Okay, Jack is wearing the... Okay, I'm going to talk about that burgundy jacket later when we see it, because there's a shift that happens, right? Never mind my comment. Thanks for the quick... Snowball. That we're watching it starting when it looks like a maze. He gets right on based on theory. Okay. A hotel, reading the scrapbook and everything. Jack is writing. Jack is a character. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. And there's my reply. You can read it whenever you want. Yeah, and I'm elaborating on that now, kind of. And I do have a ton of ideas. I just don't know. You know, I'm not a very organized person. My brain is a mess. The inside of my head is a mess. And, like, when I make these videos, you're seeing me at my most organized thinking. So, God help us all. Help me, because I need help. Yeah, I don't know. Hello again, John. Lake was married to De Toth, and her faltering comeback in the late 1960s, 70s, low-budget thriller out of Canada, Footsteps in the Snow. Jesus! You really... Okay, so, like, you're serious about this Veronica Lake thing. And the I Married a Witch and De Toth, and... Whew, I'm gonna have to look into this, John. Ay, ay, ay. I'm gonna have to do, like, supplements to my Understanding the Shining video. I'm not gonna deviate from my 3 minutes of the movie analysis format, but I need to do, like, separate videos, like, discussing some shit, because I don't know. I need to do more. And all the other stuff I want to do: Kill Bill, Full Metal Jacket, Hereditary. Oh, my art crime videos, my art talk videos, these coffee break videos. Oh, and yeah. Smucker's Jam sounds like Schmuckers, doesn't it? Right beside the Peter... So there... Oh, I see where you're getting the Peter Pan reference now. Okay. Alright, I got you. And Smucker's Jam. Okay. Peanut Farmer. Okay, Jimmy Carter. Very good. He was about to leave office. Wendy, not Winnie or Freddie. Wendy will take the bat from Winnie. Yeah, she does. Again, you're getting ahead of me, but that's okay. And that Reagan's Bedtime for Bonzo, director, and Johnny Carson, producer, Freddie, Dick Cordova. Oh, I don't know about that. Sitting down screen as Jack. So you really think that was Cordova? Oh, God. Pan written by J.M. Barrie. Barry Nelson is Ullman. And Barry Denon plays Watson. More coincidence. Absolutist fun. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, here. Okay, I can see the Wendy Winnie thing. I can see the Jimmy Carter Peanut Farmer thing. I can see that Peter Pan. Okay, so I wish you... Oof. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do, like, additional videos, because Peter Pan and Smuckers. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. Not Trip Show. Hello, Trip Show. Not fun for us. I am sorry, Trip Show. I have a job, but I'm gonna try, Trip Show. When I see comments like yours, they inspire me. You and Boxy like really kicked me in the ass I'm gonna try and do more. I'm gonna try and do more. Okay. Okay, cool. And he leaves me with a link. Go ahead and check out the link whenever you want to. But Trip Show, I am sorry. I'm working. I'm trying to do so much. You don't even know. I'm gonna try and do another Shining video this week, so stay tuned. And thank you for, this is partially a complaint and partially encouragement, so whatever, it doesn't matter. Thank you, Trip Show. Alright, here we are. What's this? Lord. Oh no, this is a Cult of Shining. Coffee break. Okay. Here's John again. Here's Gabriel. Exorcist reviews. Hey. Rich. Oh my god. Rick. Rick Hard. Sorry. Rickard Westerman. Gabriel M. Okay. So I'm running up on an hour and 15 minutes. And I still have more to do. Okay, this is going to be a video for people who really need something in the background when they're doing something. So, yeah, I need to take a break. I need to go take a sip of coffee. Hello. But I will be back in a minute. I've been talking for almost an hour straight. So, sit tight. And again, there's no commercial break. It's just me switching the thing off and switching it back on again. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, where was I? Well, I'm going to take a look at this video, the comments. Okay, John. Oh, hello, John. The only thing that explains it is that he's acting under orders as a get. Hello, John. John. I don't know. Let me see. Again, usury. This actually fits very well with his expose of the matter of, and the abolition of the American Republic by user. That underlies Kubrick's The Shining. I don't know how to feel about this. I don't know about how to feel. Ager's bulk of the Wendy theory. I actually don't think. I actually don't agree with you here. I don't think that he's acting under orders as a gatekeeper, not as far as his Wendy theory alleged debunk. No. Just no. If he is a gatekeeper, which might very well be true, who knows, he's doing a lousy job. There, I said it. I said that part out loud. He's opened a can of worms. The author, or the person who did the Wendy theory video, that person opened a can of worms that they didn't know they were opening. And again, Ager's alleged debunk is not really. It's not really a debunk. It's not, John. And again, the usury thing. Like I said, I think you may well be right about the usury stuff. That's what I wrote in my comment to you. But it's not. I don't think it's a simple issue. It's not. I don't think it's the abolition of the American Republic by usury. I think there's more going on. Okay? And I'll discuss it when I get to that part of the movie. The gold room. Why is it the gold room? Why do the walls look like they're made of gold? Why is it sort of designed that way? What's up with Lloyd? What's up with the bar? What's up with the way the gold room is laid out? What's up with the guests? The people that are in the, I guess, Jack's hallucination, or we're thought to believe. We're not thought to believe, no. We are kind of, that is our first, instinctive reaction to believe that it's Jack's hallucination with all those people in there. I I have some opinions about that. Then I will get to it when I get to that part of the movie. Usury. Again, it's part of my grand conspiracy theory that I've been working on in my head, and it's not like anything you've ever read anywhere. I don't care what you've read. I don't care what you've seen, whether it's David Icke or Jordan Maxwell or Dave McCowan or anybody. I don't think most people are ready for what I'm working on. And I'm not like tooting my own horn. No. Like one person is ready. Maybe one person. And that person is the only person that I have ever discussed this with. Shout out to David. And it's not a complete theory, because I'm not done yet. I have more to think about and more to uncover. I think I'm on the right track, but again, y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. Yeah, Ager, no. I'm not really gonna pay much attention to that right now. Gabriel, hello again, Gabriel. Thank you for the compliment on my profile pic. Obviously, that's not me. It's Betty Davis. But thank you anyway. Exorcist Reviews. It looks like, hello, Exorcist Reviews. I hope you're doing well. It looks like Rob Navarro's Wendy Theory video is his oldest, and then he went on to different things. Oh, I got a theory about that. I think I've talked to you about it, Exorcist Reviews. Yeah, he knows. He knows how I feel, like really truly feel about Navarro's Wendy Theory. Basically not good. Don't feel good about it. And I say this here, like I'm being cryptic when I say they say the cover-up is usually worse than the crime. I think that should tell you how I feel about the and the debunk. Okay, yeah, the cover-up is usually worse than the crime, right? Kind of like Watergate, or a bunch of other examples that I can't think of right now. And, read that comment of mine. In this case, the sock puppet seems to be what's covering up the hand. I'm going to be calling Navarro Lamb Chop from now on, when I mention him. Yeah, Lamb Chop. I forgot about that. It was 2 months ago. Okay. Ricard, Westman, regarding views for Rob Navarro's videos, the YouTube algorithm will promote videos with a lot of views, likes, and or comments. The Wendy Theory is an interesting take on The Shining and obviously sparked a debate among the comments, which in turn feeds the algorithm and makes the video become suggested to more people. Possibly, Ricard. Looking at his other videos, I don't think they are very interesting to the people who came to see the Wendy Theory. Yeah. That's obvious. Yeah. Someone who is interested in an hour-long analysis of The Shining might not be too interested in a 2-minute Predator holiday special. It's just catered to different demographics. I don't think that's what's going on, Ricard. I just don't. But you know what? I might be wrong. You might be right. Doesn't matter. I don't know. Probably not. Also, YouTube has made the dislikes invisible for the viewers on all videos on the platform. You can still dislike a video, but only the creator will see the numbers. I have yet to see any dislikes on mine. I ask for them in every video. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. And I mean, granted, I probably don't have enough viewers. But I always say, don't like it? Let me know. Hit the dislike button if it even works. I think they've disabled it, period. I don't know. The Wendy Theory probably has a lot of dislikes judging from the amount of negative comments. You would think. But like, if that dislike button, like, why is the dislike button even still there? Something's wrong. I don't know what it is, but something's wrong. I don't think it has any dislikes. Again, I've gotten some really gnarly comments that are sickening. And, I would figure a person who left the kind of comments that I've gotten, that have been filtered out by YouTube. I would imagine that person probably also hit the dislike button. Haven't seen a dislike on any of my videos yet. Maybe I'm not looking hard enough. I don't know, but like the gross shit that some commenters have said to me, oh, no. I would expect that would have accompanied a dislike. Nope. It is actually not that uncommon for a smaller channel where the creator is not directly interacting with the audience to have one of these one-hit wonder videos. Okay. To give you a reference, look at the channel for the video The Greatest Shot in Television. Over 10 million views on its first video and then around 1,000 for the rest. So looking at the circumstances, it kind of makes sense. In my opinion, no. It doesn't make sense. No. Hope this sheds some light on the views, subscribers of Rob Navarro's channel. I also hope you're having a nice day. Thank you, Ricard. I hope you're having a nice day too. I don't agree with your analysis here. You might be right, or you might be right about some stuff, but it doesn't make sense. It's too incongruent. It doesn't. That doesn't explain the number of likes and comments or whatever on the video. I mean, personally, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I think that there are bots involved. That's just my opinion. Again, I could be wrong. I think there are bots involved. Definitely. I've seen it on other channels, other very high subscriber count channels. I've seen, for example, the same comment repeated over and over again by allegedly different accounts. Yeah, that's the work of AI. That's the work of bots. Somebody purchased those comments and commenters and whatever. It is definitely possible. So, and it's done, obviously, quite frequently. And maybe Rob Navarro is doing that. He did that for that one video, and the other ones are there just like for filler. This is somebody who's playing a game. This is whoever. This is my opinion. Just my opinion. The creator of the Wendy Theory video is somebody who's playing a game. He thinks he's, quite clever. And it's just insulting. It's insulting and it's disrespectful. And that's why I have such a low opinion of it. That's my opinion right now. It's a low opinion of the Wendy. Yeah, that's a good theory. But like I covered in my other Shining or Shining related videos, yeah, that Wendy Theory video that's not the origin of that theory. It's been copied from somewhere else. And like I said earlier in this video, there are blogs about The Shining that I swear to you I read in the past, a year ago, 2 years ago, however many years ago. And now if I go and try and find them, poof, gone. So you can't tell me that there aren't people out there who are just plagiarizing stuff that they've read on blogs, and, those blogs, for whatever reason, no longer exist, and the plagiarists will never, ever, ever be held accountable for their plagiarism, for their underhanded, sneaky bullshit. Okay? Like, I make a point of whenever I mention something that is not, I guess, a product of my own mind, I show you the website and I leave a link for it if you want to look at it yourself. I make a point of doing that. And you've seen, if you've looked at the descriptions of my videos, you sometimes see very long lists of links, sources, resources, because, I don't want to be an asshole and claim somebody else's work or ideas as my own. No, I read that somewhere. And that person who wrote that down, who wrote the article, who wrote the Wikipedia article, who wrote it in a blog or whatever, that person deserves the credit. That person deserves, some clicks and views. All right? Because they actually sat down and wrote that and whatever. And I'm not going to pretend I thought it up on my own. I know that I'm probably not common as far as that's concerned. I think there are a lot of people who won't go to the trouble of showing you where they read something or where they saw something. I do, but a lot of people don't. So the person who made the Wendy Theory video, I think that they're one of those people who will not even mention let alone give you links and whatever, but even mention where they got their ideas from. All right, that's sickening. That's disgusting, and that makes me, you know, that makes me angry, right? But it also makes me want to keep making more videos, which I'm gonna do. All right, now I still haven't told you what I really think is going on with the Rob Navarro channel or the Wendy Theory video, but you could probably, I kind of set it up here, right? The cover-up is worse than the crime. Sock puppet. Lamb chop. Draw your own conclusions. Okay, Gabriel. Hi again, Gabriel. I can give you some good advice to get more views and subscribers. Can you now? Okay, cool. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Next one. Okay, I've only got like three of these more to go. Hold up. What's this? Cult of oh yeah, part 2, coffee break. Is this in one of my shade videos? I don't know. It was 2 months ago. Yeah. Okay, cool. Here's Tancred. Hi, Tancred of Tales. I didn't know Hunter Biden was or is an artist. Well, now you do. I want to make some more Hunter Biden videos. I think the issue is too many people are looking for more stuff about the laptop. Oof. This is not Shining related, but kind of. Because remember Tancred and anybody else that's watching or listening? Remember when Joe Biden said that, somebody asked him about his son, Hunter, and Joe Biden said, Hunter is the smartest person I've ever met. Smartest man I know. Something like that. I don't think that Joe was kidding. And I think he's right. When Joe Biden said about his son Hunter that he's the smartest man he knows, I don't think that was hyperbole. I don't think that was just a father protecting his son or whatever. No, I think he was speaking from the heart, and I think he was being sincere, and I think he might be right. Hunter might be the smartest person maybe any of us is aware of. I don't know. And again, am I going to explain that statement? Not right now. No. I do agree there are some censorship things happening, but there's also interest that attracts people to a video. Yeah, there is, but people, I don't know why people they don't like the bot discussion. Well, I can kind of see why people don't want to consider that a lot of their favorite YouTube channels, the ones that have millions and millions and millions of subscribers, or even several thousand, like 50,000, 60,000, 100,000, whatever, they don't want to consider that maybe not all of those subscribers are actual real people, because it shatters an illusion that we have about YouTube, and it shatters this illusion that we have about fairness. Okay? It does. We like to believe that everything is fair, and that you too, whoever you are listening to this, you can open up a YouTube channel, Twitter, IG, and get to work and start uploading videos and tweeting and posting, and that you'll get subscribers and followers, and and you'll have enough of them to start a little business. Yeah, no. I've been doing it since February. I've only got 66 subscribers. Now, I know my videos are not spectacular. I know that. The production value is it couldn't be lower than it is. I know that. But I also know that there are people out there who are interested in this, and that my numbers maybe should be a little higher. But YouTube has an algorithm. All right? And there is bots. There is such a thing as bots. Bots are bought. BOTS are BOUGHTS. Yes, they are. And they're bought to do what they do. Generate comments. Sit there as subscribers to boost a channel's numbers. Like, you guys, when these big time YouTubers or Twitter accounts or whatever, and they start belly aching about, oh God, no, I lost oh, 100,000 subscribers overnight. Like, what happened? What happened? You didn't pay the bill. That's what happened. And they're pretending like the only reason they're mentioning it is because they know it's so obvious people will notice that like 1 million or whatever, or 100,000 or whatever of their subscribers disappeared overnight. And they wouldn't mention it if it wasn't so freaking blatantly obvious. And that's why they say, oh, I don't know what happened. Yeah, you know what happened. Like your card got declined or whatever. That's what happened. Stop it. People are hip to it by now. If you don't believe, you don't have to believe me. I don't expect anybody to take my word for anything because I'm not an expert, but I have been tinkering with this for a little while. And, go and, you don't have to use Google, whatever search engine. Go and look and type in, can I buy some random statement like, can I buy subscribers? Can I buy followers? And see what shows up and see how many companies there are that cater precisely to that. And then if you think for 1 second that these big timers on YouTube, Twitter, IG, TikTok, whatever, if you think for 1 second they're not using these services to make their channels or their accounts or whatever look more legit, I just don't know what to say. We like to think that things are fair. They are not. We like to think that art, like the celebrities that we like, got there through hard work. Yeah, no, they didn't. It was like, a good amount of nepotism and a good amount of dirty deeds done dirt cheap and shit like that. Like, yeah, that's why your favorite people are there. I know it's hard to admit. Even for me. I have my favorites too. I do. Stanley Kubrick is a favorite. That's why I'm making these videos. Stanley Kubrick, from what I've read, he kind of didn't want to be part of the Hollywood milieu. Allegedly. I don't know if that's true. I found your video because I'm obsessed with the Wendy theory. Yeah, me too, Tankard. And more on what's going on. Sorry, I don't want to get too political on the Hunter Biden topic, but the Wendy theory is one hell of a hill I'm happy to die on. I guess I'm part of the cult. LOL. Yeah, me too. Me too, Tankard. Thank you so much. Yeah, I answered. Yeah, Hunter's an artist, and I'm gonna do more. Hunter is Tankard. You don't have to believe me. I don't expect you to take my word for it, no. But in my future Hunter Biden videos, eventually I will come in and kind of explain what I believe Hunter is up to. It's in the art. He's leaving major clues in his art. That's why I'm covering the paintings. Okay? And I kind of drifted off from that because, again, work, life, sheesh. I mean, I got a to-do list for tomorrow. I gotta go to the store. I gotta do laundry. I gotta wash dishes. I gotta cook. I gotta get ready for my work week. And in the middle of all of that, I need to set aside 2 or 3 hours to do a Hunter Biden video and upload it. That's why I need to get better at this. I need to get better at managing my time, and I'm working on it, you guys. Please bear with me. I'm gonna try and do my legit 2 videos a week from now on. This is gonna be the first one this week, but please bear with me. And thank you guys for commenting and watching. I appreciate it so much. Hello again, John. Wendy scanned something out of Warhol's underground kitchen film. What? Where? Oh, something quite deliberately draggy being suggested. What? In fact, for much of the male cast as well. Much is made of Jack's checking out the Playgirl issue in the lobby without any mention of what was known by cognoscenti even then. All porn is intolerant, okay. And most of it, if not all, the pin-up ideals, both male and female, are some variety of high-end... Oh, I see what you're talking... Yeah, transvestigations, I know. Look into it and really clue it. Okay, alright, okay. I know what you're talking about. I don't know. I don't know, John. I don't know about that, but I'll think about it. Again, that is Freddie de Cordova homage. The Hollywood producer sitting down with the manuscript as Jack enters. Dick Cordova was Johnny Carson's longtime producer, as well as Ronald Reagan's director in Bedtime for Bonzo. CFR frontman and peanut farmer from the city of Plains, Jimmy Carter, was about to give way to CFR agent Bush's Reagan. Maybe. I'll think about it. You are being mocked and joshed and confronted with your sellout and the nature of usury Intel's Men Are Pigs project and or its age-old killing of the king ritual. I don't know. Too much publicized burning of the set after shooting was done was the finish of Kubrick's ritual, and his portrait standing amid the smoking ruins declares, take heed. I don't know. Okay. This might very well explain the here's Johnny thing. Gotta think about it. John Lydon. Hi, Exorcist Reviews. Big thumbs up. Yeah, I like me some Johnny Rotten, John Lydon. I'd said check out my Spotify. There's everything in there. Hello, Gabriel. But yeah, I like a lot of different music. I mean, I like reggae, I like heavy metal, I like rap, I like new wave. I love The Cure. I love all that stuff. So yeah, check out my Spotify. I put the link there precisely so you can look at it. But thanks again, Exorcist Reviews. Our discussions are pretty intense regarding different stuff with The Shining, with The Exorcist. So, okay, what's this? Hello again, Boxy. It is so great to come across people who like the movie as The Shining is too. Before watching all the parts of your analysis of The Shining, I will say a few things that me myself came to the conclusion or came across. The Shining is one of the top 50 best and top 10 most complex movies of all time. Oh, yeah, it probably is. Kubrick was a genius who left The Shining as sort of giant puzzle to be resolved for decades after the movie is released. Very possible. The Shining probably have several parts, at least, plots. At least two. Yeah. Many rooms are spatially impossible. Yep. The Shining is, in a way, a symmetrical movie and can be watched from both sides. Yeah, somebody's done that already. Even the title itself is symmetrical. There is no hedge maze. Thank you, Boxy. There is no hedge maze in the first scene where Jack arrives for the interview and the scene where Wendy and Danny are leaving in the snowmobile. Yes. Again, I'll get to these when I get to that part of the movie, but yes, you're right. Whenever Jack sees a ghost, he is in front of a mirror. Yep. Nearing the end of the movie, Wendy is walking in the apartment in front of it. Oh, no. No reflection in the mirror. The same applies to Danny's reflection. I think I've mentioned this before, and I'm maybe doing a reread of these comments, but I will get to that when I get to that part of the movie. And I think you're right. And if you're right, which I think you are, that is crazy. And it's crazy that I missed it too. So, Jack, yeah, I'm going to get into this. Number 8, I'm not even going to read it out loud. You can see it. I'm going to get into that. There is something very strange on the back of the lady passing by. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that too. Oh, Boxy. Ooh, there's something, yeah. When Wendy pushes Danny through the toilet window, he slides like, yeah, I know. I think I talked about this already. Because I haven't been doing videos for a while because I've been so busy and tired. I think I've mentioned this before. I'm having deja vu because this really did happen already. Yeah, I don't know snow. One of my viewers who I know is from Alaska. Like, would he have fallen through the snow? Or like Boxy says, drowned in the snow? God. Great video. Pleased that you covered Wendy looking like Goofy. Yep. And the possibility that the doctor was not there. Yep. See, like I said, there's stuff going on. Hello again, Tankard. Nice duck spotting. I had to rewatch the scene to see the missing duck. It could be possible. It could be a possible camera angle, but Danny has 2 rubber ducks. I think you're correct. The duck was moved. I can't. He makes a point of showing the bathtub again in the shot, where like Wendy's up against the wall and Danny's being examined by the doctor. The bathtub duck is gone, and then there's that duck on the windowsill. I can't think of any other explanation. Maybe I'm not being creative enough. I don't know. The fake windows. When you pointed out last month, I took a second look at the window. Yeah, many things are not right. Using the hall as a center point, the master bedroom is north, Danny's room is east, bathroom is west, kitchen front room is south, the door to enter the apartment is southeast. The bathroom window, Danny window, and the front room window, one or two, has to be fake. Yeah. Have you noticed the height of Danny's window? Yeah, that's a basement height. The same with the bathroom window. Also in Danny's bedroom, the light switch is usually higher than normal. I don't know about that, but you could be right. Dario, I don't remember reading. Wait, hold on. I remember reading about Dario Argento and Suspiria. He wanted to use young girls in the movie and wasn't giving them, so he purposely had the doorknobs raised to make the girl. Oh, I didn't know that. I'm thinking Danny's bedroom is making Wendy look smaller. Possibly. The height of the kitchen front room windows are somewhat normal to a upper floor apartment room. Okay. Also, the setup of Danny's bedroom windows should run into the master bedroom. We don't have a clear picture of the master bedroom, but we can see the room stretch into the east and west sides. Yeah, these are all extremely good points that Tankard of Tales is making. Something's wrong with that apartment. Impossible windows. And the windows are like, a little bit too high up off the floor or on the wall or whatever. Is that to make them look smaller, like the Suspiria thing, like Tankard of Tales is telling us? I don't know, maybe. Okay, I replied. Yeah, I said what I said. Ducky, very important. Thanks. I think there's so much about the apartment. Tankard says, it seems that your opinion changed about... No, it didn't. I know it looks like it did, but it didn't. I don't know who he is or she is. I don't see the video as an act of plagiarism. I do. And I kind of go over in one of my videos, I forget which one, why I feel that way. Because, like I said, a lot of these blogs have simply disappeared. And people who are trying to... I don't know if I'm going to be able to say this diplomatically. People who are trying to establish themselves as authority figures regarding this movie, specifically, or film analysis in general, yeah, they're unscrupulous. And they're not going to let you know that they read whatever their alleged theory is on a blog somewhere that no longer exists. They're not going to let you know. But whatever. Yeah. When I was debating with... Oh, you were debating with him? You are a better person than I am, Tankard of Tales, let me tell you. When I was debating with Rob Baker about his debunking video, I came to the conclusion that he was upset because he felt his credibility was on the line. Exactly. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to finish reading your paragraph and then I'll say what I have to say. I came to the conclusion that he was upset because he felt his credibility was on the line for not noticing Wendy being crazy. I was upset with him because I expected him to analyze the Wendy theory. Then it hit me. Rob Navarro had insider information. So I came up with two suspects and a motive. What? Hold up. Motive. There was a motive to post the Wendy theory video. The video was posted November 9th, 2020. Why is that important? Dr. Sleep was released on November 8th, 2019. The Wendy theory was an attack on Dr. Sleep. Maybe. I don't know. Especially since Stephen King was publicly known to hate Stanley Kubrick. Stanley Kubrick movie version, yeah. Even though the video has a digital speech, the editing is very good. Filmmaker-like. Exactly. Exactly, Tankard of Tales. Very filmmaker-like. My spots, Vivian Kubrick and David Lynch. What? Vivian Kubrick and David Lynch. Okay. You're right about maybe the timing. All right. I think you're right about possibly the timing. The video was posted November 2020. Dr. Sleep was released November 2019. Now, if the person wanted to counter the publicity of Dr. Sleep or capitalize off the publicity of Dr. Sleep, like waiting 1 year to do it, like, yeah, I don't think that makes much sense. However, you might be onto something about these dates. I just don't know what right now. I don't think it's Vivian Kubrick and David Lynch or David Lynch. I just don't. You know, this is what you set up here. When I was debating with Rob Ager, like I said, you're a nice person. I wouldn't even try, because there's no debating with that man. I came to the conclusion that he was upset because he felt. This is what I wanted to talk about. You came to the conclusion that he was upset because he felt his credibility was on the line. Exactly, his credibility. Who gives a shit about his credibility? Except him. I don't give a shit about his credibility. You see what I'm saying? Maybe I need to do better. His credibility in what? The Shining? Analyses? Film analysis in general? Really? He's worried that you came to the conclusion that he's upset because he felt his credibility was on the line. For not noticing Wendy being crazy? No, I don't quite agree with that. I see what you mean. I see what you're talking about. However, I don't quite think. Yeah, I think he feels that his credibility is on the line because, I mean, just go ahead and go to the YouTube search and look for Shining analysis videos. He's not alone. There are plenty of people doing Shining analysis videos. Some really good ones too. Like some that blow him out of the water. That's maybe what's bothering him. And that's maybe why the Wendy theory exists in the first place. The Rob Navarro Wendy theory video. I said what I said. Now, you might not agree with me, and that's okay. We're not here to agree with each other. We're here to discuss and learn. That's what I think we're here for. That's what I think my comments are here for. Let me look some more at your comments here. Okay, okay, you bring up some really good points. Yes, you do, Tankard. To add more points to your video, there's a third possible suspect, but this one is complete unknown to me. Based on my investigation, Kubrick wanted to make a horror movie because of The Exorcist. Exorcist reviews, I hope you're listening. He was originally approached to do the movie. What? And he turned it down, and then found out that he could have real fun with horror. I believe that Clockwork Orange in 2001 borderlines horror, so he seems that he was leaning towards that direction. His inspiration for what kind of horror movie to make was Eraserhead. I've heard that. I heard that he also, I don't know where I heard it or who told me or whatever, but that Stanley Kubrick thought The Vanishing was like the scariest movie ever. I think I might have watched a video about that. I wish I could remember where, but go ahead and Google or YouTube search that. You'll find it. Like Stanley Kubrick thinks that The Shining, The Vanishing. The Vanishing was the scariest movie ever. And I'm going to talk about that movie in another one of my videos. Hopefully this week. Hopefully not later than next week, but let's see. Okay, so he was inspired. His inspiration was Eraserhead. Okay, cool. There has to be a huge inspiration with Eraserhead because Kubrick made the whole cast watch the movie before making the movie. He was also known to make Steven Spielberg and George Lucas watch Eraserhead at his home, And David Lynch knew he loved Eraserhead. You can find videos of him telling the stories. Okay. It seemed to me that Kubrick wanted to make a horror movie, and he was inspired by Eraserhead, but he needed the funding, and it was doubtful he could get the millions needed to make his own horror movie when Barry Lyndon was a box office failure. So he took his idea for a horror movie and used Stephen King's book. To be honest, if we changed the characters' names in the Shining movie, it would be a different story to the book. Yeah, but he was... Tankard of Tales, I really think he was trying to stick it to Stephen King. Stanley Kubrick. I think he was trying to stick it to Stephen King because, I'm ready for the hate. I mean, I've already gotten some gnarly comments. Like I said, YouTube filtered them out. But maybe Stephen King is kind of an overrated writer. Just saying. Like, let me continue. Yeah, The Shining is basically a slap in the face to Stephen King. Stanley opened up his hand and went flap and just slapped Stephen King right across that face of his. Knocked his glasses off, the whole thing. Alright? I don't think that was an accident. The David Lynch theory. The Shining is a pre-David Lynch made after Dune. My theory is that David Lynch was ruined as a director. Too many people wanted Dune to be like Star Wars. Dune was a huge failure. I think somewhere after Dune was made, Kubrick and Lynch meet. Kubrick explained how his movie was inspired by Eraserhead and how he failed to communicate unreliable narrator in his movie. And this is why all David Lynch movies made after Dune are so different. That's interesting. I would not be surprised if David Lynch was influenced by Stephen King. Stephen King is the master, okay? Or one of them. Vivian Kubrick theory, a little easier. She was with her dad while making the movie. I don't think she liked... I don't think she liked Stephen King for slamming The Shining for years. Let me tell you, as the daughter of an artist, a pretty good one, if anybody had shit to say about my father's work, oh, you bet I would try to figure out how to deal with that. Oh yes. So if that's Vivian's if that's what's motivating Vivian, I am not surprised. Not at all. And she was upset when they made Dr. Sleep and used Kubrick version of The Shine. You know what? Yeah, I would be upset about that too. I don't know whether or not she's responsible for the Wendy theory. But I can totally see her feeling that way. I refuse to watch Dr. Sleep, Tankard. I refuse to watch that fucking thing. No. I don't care who's in it. I don't care what the actors are supposed to be good or whatever. No, I read the plot on Wikipedia, and it's bullshit. Alright? And I can just imagine how it looks on the screen. I don't want to see it. I'm stubborn. That's not one of my good points. That's one of my weak points as a person, as a personality. But yeah, no, I'm loyal. I'm a loyal, I am in the cult of The Shining. I'm in the cult of Kubrick. Yeah, you don't mess with that. And you don't do disrespectful shit like that. No, you don't. So if Vivian is feeling that way, I can totally see why. The third possible is Jack Nicholson. But not Jack Nicholson himself, somebody he told. You know what? You never know. You never know. Jack Nicholson is a complex guy. We don't even know, his true origin story. The story about him, if you read his biography, the story of his birth and his youth and whatever, I don't know if I believe that. I just don't. Tankard continues, my gut thinks David Lynch because he's been very active on YouTube and he don't know everything about The Shining. The reason why Rob Navarro missed the freezer scene, not knowing the doctor could be in Wendy's head and the maze is not real. I don't believe it's real, and the movie points that out many times, but I think he made the Wendy Theory video because he knew Kubrick wouldn't be happy with Hollywood ripping in movie with Dr. Sleep. Maybe. I don't know. David Lynch is also a very interesting character. I've seen like videos of him talking, and he seems, in a weird way, like just ordinary. He seems like an ordinary guy, and you could just like see him somewhere and just have a normal conversation with him. But he's also, you could tell he's got something. He's got that genius spark going on. So anyway, I love this topic. I've been stuck in this rabbit hole for over a year. Join the club, Tankard. Join the club. The more I dig, the deeper I get. I like it because it's an awesome distraction. Yeah, and it helps you like think about everything else. This is the gateway to other things. It's not just, we don't stop here. We keep going. Ricard. Hello again, Ricard. Oh my. Oh my, look at all of this. Wow. You know what? I'm going to have to do a part 2. Holy moly. I am going to have to do a part 2 to this video because, okay, so I've stopped at part 5. This is for my own reference that I'm doing this. I can't go in. I've already passed the 2-hour mark. And even if you're one of my diehard, subscribers, you're hardcore about the object of art and about Miss M's ramblings. Yeah, I gotta cut it off. So I'm gonna come back, maybe this week, maybe next week, with another coffee break regarding, viewer mail. Those of you who are from a certain generation will understand what I mean. Until then, you guys, yeah, don't forget this in the description, this in the description. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and just go ahead and try to hit that dislike button. I dare you. Even if you liked it, no, I don't give a shit. Even if you like the video, go ahead and hit the dislike button and tell me in the comments, like, oh, hey, Miss M, I tried to hit the dislike button. Can you see it? I want to know. I want to know. Everybody, John, Tankard, Gabriel, Exorcist Reviews, Boxy, thank you for inspiring this video. I'm going to come back with a part 2 because this has been so much fun. And I really want to get into this, like this long thing over here. I really want to get into that. This looks fun. That's why I need to do a part 2. But you guys, thank you. And I'll leave you with this marvelous image here. Until the next time I find another reason to talk at you, I will go ahead and bid you bye-bye. So, bye-bye, everybody.